What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and in this video we will talk about Ousmane Dembélé, the Barcelona winger, potentially signing for Liverpool for as much as 70, 80, even 85 million pounds. I have seen many figures branded around, so let me know, do you think he's good enough to play for Liverpool right now? Not in place of Mane, but maybe as a substitute of Mane, and in the long term Ousmane Dembélé could be the main man for Liverpool in 2 or 3 years. I think his game is still in development. And also in this video we will talk about Takumi Minamino and what Jurgen Klopp's planning to do with him in the Liverpool-Everton game. We will preview the big Merseyside derby in the FA Cup and what kind of Liverpool starting 11 Liverpool will choose, and many other interesting Liverpool stories. So guys, if you enjoy these Liverpool videos, leave a like. It just takes a second for you guys and it really helps me out. And I'm working on a brand new Liverpool career mode video, a super long one. According to various English newspapers, I'm looking at the Daily Star article, Liverpool are looking to sign Ousmane Dembélé because Barcelona are willing to sell him and cut their losses. They signed him just after Neymar went to Paris Saint-Germain for an incredible like 120 million pounds, and Barcelona are saying that Dembélé hasn't lived up to their expectations and they will let the forward leave the Nou Camp if an acceptable offer comes in for him. The World Cup winner, of course, who has won the World Cup with France, has used up the patience of Barcelona club chiefs and the supporters, because the supporters, the fans, also had enough of his inconsistent performances, which have been disappointing more often than not. The Spanish newspaper AS has run an online poll where more than 10,000 fans have taken part, and more than 87% of the voters opting to hand the Frenchman an overall fail based on this season. So this season so far, according to the Barcelona fans, he has been a fail at Barcelona, considering that he will have just 2 years remaining on his contract. At the end of the season, Barcelona are worried that they will be soon facing a huge loss if they keep Dembélé and if he keeps not really performing. But the problem with Dembélé is that so far he didn't really want to leave Barcelona. He has stubbornly refused to even consider a transfer to Paris Saint-Germain, and oddly even having been linked with the shock move back to Rennes, where of course he started out his early career before going to Dortmund and then to Barcelona. And according to El Desmarque, a Spanish publication, Barcelona no longer care who really signs Dembélé, as long as Dembélé is off their books and sold. So the reports name as many as 7 clubs who admire Dembélé: Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, Man City, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich and Juventus are all cited as interested parties. But of course, it all depends on the transfer fee, because I think Dembélé he was never worth 120 million pounds. He's a very explosive winger, but he's pretty inconsistent, and I think he needs a manager like Jurgen Klopp who can put an arm around his shoulder and really reinvigorate and restart, if you like, his career. Because as I said, Barcelona paid around 120 million pounds for Dembélé in 2017, and he had a series of disciplinary incidents which worries me a little bit. He has been late for training. At one point he was asleep when he was supposed to be at Barcelona training, as well as he had some poor form. He had some injuries that have restricted him to just 19 goals in 79 appearances. For Barcelona, that's not a good record. That's very inconsistent, and of course Barcelona will, I think, accept an offer in the region of around 80 million pounds for him next summer. A big loss on a player who they had very high hopes for. And the club, Barcelona, plans to reinvest the cash to bring Neymar back to the Nou Camp from Paris Saint-Germain to reform the devastating Messi, Suarez, Neymar, MSN trio, alongside of course the other 2 players, assuming that Messi and Suarez remains at Barcelona And Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp has missed out on managing Dembele at Dortmund by just 12 months, but he has spoken of him in high regard ever since. Is he on the market? Now I'm interested. He said in 2018 about Ousmane Dembélé, who joined Dortmund in 2016, and Jurgen Klopp left Dortmund in 2015. So they didn't work together, and Jurgen Klopp already said that he doesn't really like to work with former players because he likes to write new stories, and that encourages me, that having never worked with Dembele, I'm sure that at Dortmund Jurgen Klopp has many friends who can tell what kind of person, what kind of player Ousmane Dembele is, and if he doesn't have the right attitude, if he doesn't have the right mentality and the right personality, then Liverpool won't sign him. Liverpool have this very, very close, like tight-knit family feel club around them, and that makes them one of the reasons why they are so successful, is they are so close together, and anybody who comes in from outside has to fit into that club ethos, into that attitude. We can't have lazy players who turn up late for training, who turn up late for any team meeting, who disrupted the harmony around the squad. So I think that what Jurgen Klopp will do is probably call up Dortmund and ask their friends, the Dortmund CEO Watzke maybe, or other people, what is Dembele like off football? Because you can see how good he is on the pitch, but what is he like during training? What he's like in his personal life? Does he fit into this Liverpool team? Not just on the pitch, but off the pitch, because I think that's almost as important as fitting in on the pitch. I'm sure that on the pitch, Ousmane Dembélé would be a great success, because Liverpool really love to play with pace, with power, with skills, and Dembele has that in abundance, but sometimes he makes bad decisions. I think his football brain needs to be developed to a higher level, because his skill set is second to none. He has all the attributes physically. He has brilliant ball control, dribbling. He can go past people. He's lightning quick, and he can finish as well. You don't score 19 goals for Barcelona unless you are a decent finisher, but his decision making is not like at 100%, and I think that's where Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool can improve Dembele. The big question is he worth 70-80 million pounds? I am still not sure about this. I would only sign him if off the pitch he fits into this Liverpool style and this Liverpool team as well as on the pitch. But I think Jurgen Klopp is a much better judger of a player than I am, or any of the Liverpool fans are. So I think that we are in good hands. Whatever Jurgen Klopp decides about Ousmane Dembele, whether we go for him or not, I will trust his judgment 100%, because Jurgen Klopp frankly deserves it. He has built probably the best Liverpool team in the history of the Premier League, and the best Liverpool team in the history of the whole football club, which is a big statement, because Liverpool had some great teams in the past, and I'm really looking forward to the Merseyside derby as well. And Jurgen Klopp has explained his plans about Takumi Minamino. He was asked, will he play against Everton, and he said that he only had like 3 training sessions, but he will make a decision on the morning of the game. Remember that 2 years ago, almost to this day 2 years ago, we signed Van Dijk, and Jurgen Klopp decided to throw him in at the deep end on the morning of the Merseyside derby, and in the end he scored the winning goal on his debut, Van Dijk. So many fans, including myself, are hoping for a similar debut for Takumi Minamino as well. And this is what Jurgen Klopp said about Takumi Minamino. We are thinking about bringing him into the squad against Everton. Yesterday he was here, he had a very light session and he enjoyed it a lot. The boys were incredible with him, Sadio Mane, with Naby, with the Salzburg genetic or DNA, whatever. It was really nice. If I would like to be a new player, I would like to be a new player in that group, because they welcome you with open arms, and that's really nice. I think he felt that. I'm not sure if it was a surprise, but he felt it. Communication-wise, he's really good, so his English is absolutely okay. His German is really good. It doesn't have the team much, but we can talk. We didn't do it yesterday too much, just a little bit, because it's now important that he really settles into the group. We signed the player. he was at Salzburg, so that makes he doesn't have to change in the moment. Just be who you are, then we start working on that. That's how it is. I'm looking forward to it. And what we are doing with him to integrate him into the squad is that there was the little talk we had that I told him that we really signed the Takumi Minamino from Salzburg, the guy who played against us like crazy, who was self-confident like crazy. Just be that and everything else will be fine. Then we will see how we will fit him in. In this period of the season especially, there will not be like 15 weeks until we use him. That's how it is. Is it then the finished article in March? I don't know. We start learning about each other from now on, and that's exactly what we want to do. He will have all the time he needs, but how much time he needs, I have no idea. It would be crazy if you wouldn't allow Minamino an adaptation period. That would be really nice if you could give him some time. We have a really good football team already, and he's an offensive player. Offensively, we have some of the best players probably in the world, but we didn't bring him in to accept like I'm number 5, 6, 7. He can play different positions. I think after the last press conference when we spoke about him, somebody made a headline that he's really good, but I have no clue where I can bring him in. What I wanted to say was I have many options with him, and that's clear. I don't know where he will start now, when he starts, because I don't have to know in this moment. We can really work on that, and we want to use his natural skills. That's why I said we will not start filling him now with information immediately, and you have to do this and you have to do that. We want him to be as natural as possible. We will see how long, but it would be nice if you and all the other people would just give him time. His personality, he's a super kid, a super boy. We knew that before. He was the player of my former player, who is now manager of Gladbach. Whatever I wanted to know, I could ask Marco Rose, and he was very positive about him. So there was no doubt that's so good. We can start now. He will learn English really quick, I'm sure, and he speaks already a little bit. Yesterday he was in the rondo with all the English guys, and there's a lot of talk. I'm not sure he got a word, because when Milner, Robertson and Trent Alexander speak to each other, I'm not sure if any English guy would understand that, but he adapts 100%. Everything is fine. How I said yesterday was the start. Now he's here, and now he can work. And that's great news. I have a feeling that he will start against Everton, mainly because Liverpool have only 12 outfield players fit, and also because Liverpool had this crazy hectic schedule, and all the other Premier League teams also had a crazy hectic schedule in the Christmas New Year's period. And now I think Jurgen Klopp will rotate the team, and he won't get emotional that it's Everton. He will pick the lineup that prevents Liverpool from getting major injuries. We already have a lot of injury problems, even more than Manchester City, but nobody really, apart from Liverpool fans, seemed to talk about that. Everybody was talking about Man City's injury problems, and that's the reason of their downfall. But Liverpool have even more injuries now, and we are still winning. So Man City are just using it as an excuse, in my opinion. Liverpool, I think, will not disrespect the FA Cup by fielding a second string side, because we have so many injuries. It's virtually impossible to play the same team again without risking major injuries to our key players, and Jurgen Klopp won't sacrifice 4 or 5 first team players just to win this game. I think he will be sensible, he will be analytical and not emotional about his team selection. He already said before that he would be a fool if he was emotional about selecting a team against Everton. I think he will go with a mixed team, some first team players and some young players, but I think Minamino will start, in my opinion. Nathaniel Phillips was called back from Stuttgart, so he could probably start alongside Joe Gomez as well. Maybe Neco Williams will start as fullback as well, and I think Milner and Lallana are almost certain to start, and maybe Curtis Jones will get a start as well. I would actually go with Origi, Harvey Elliott and Takumi Minamino as the front three. As exciting and as weird or strange or unusual, shall I say unusual that sounds, that is a very exciting front line. Harvey Elliott, the only 16, now turning 17-year-old youngster. Minamino, the new signing. And of course, Origi, the hero of the Champions League campaign last season, who needs a game. I think that would be a really good front line. And if we go out to Everton in the FA Cup, I will be heartbroken. I will be disappointed, but there is bigger fish to fry. Liverpool have the first Premier League title to win in 30 years on their table, and that's the most important thing. And if Liverpool do that, and then everything else will be forgotten, in my opinion. And yes, it would be good to have a cup run in the FA Cup, but not to the detriment of the Premier League and the Champions League. And what is also interesting is that Carlo Ancelotti, in the build-up to the Everton game, said that he was approached by the Liverpool owners before they chose Jurgen Klopp. Actually, Ancelotti and Jurgen Klopp were the two front runners for the Liverpool job, and in the end Jurgen Klopp got it, and as they say, the rest is history. But this is what he said. They were looking, the Liverpool owners, for a new manager, and I had a chat with them, but I think they made the right choice with Jurgen. He's doing a fantastic work at Liverpool, so well done. Jurgen is my friend, we have a good relationship, and I had the luck to beat him last season as well with Napoli, and this season, although last season they won the Champions League, at Napoli it was the same. We were able to do a great performance, because to beat Liverpool you have to do a great performance. A normal performance is not enough, everything has to be perfect. You must work hard, sacrifice, show intensity. To beat them, your game has to be complete. You cannot defend for 90 minutes, and we do not want to defend for 90 minutes. We want to have the possibility to play our football. And Jurgen Klopp believes that it's a huge statement, a huge coup for Everton to bring in Ancelotti. This is what Jurgen Klopp said about him. Ancelotti is one of the smartest people I have ever met, and he couldn't have taken the job if he didn't have a good squad, or is convinced that the Everton squad is good. And I think it is a really good squad at Everton. They have made a lot of investments, and in the transfer market in the last few years it didn't work out for some reason so far, but the combination of a good manager and a good squad can help in football. This is how Jurgen Klopp previewed the game in the match program. Everton are always a difficult opponent for us because of the positive emotion they bring into this derby game. Under Carlo Ancelotti, with his experience, I think they have become even more dangerous. But to be honest, I love this. I think it adds to the occasion. My players have just as much desire and belief going into this game. We want to win it with all we have. We see the game as an opportunity. We know what our supporters expect. No Liverpool side can ever have less desire than the opponent. This is not allowed. We go into this game today with complete confidence in our ability. We always focus on our own strengths. While respecting the opponents, we will be on the front foot. We will channel the intensity to benefit our own approach. We will take all the positive energy this unique fixture brings. Our supporters will know their importance also. There is no team talk required for the cup on days like this. They know their job. We will give all we have to make this an occasion to enjoy. So enjoy the game, guys. I'm really looking forward to it, and after the game is finished, come back to my channel, because I will have a post-match video, and I will also have a career mode up later tonight, hopefully, if I finish editing it. So really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice Sunday. See you later. Goodbye.